still some time to think this through. But that should be the cue. They're going to funnel their way forward off of the harbor utility and take some of that space.
É, MIBR.
No spam.
Tá em crise? Chama, MIBR.
Oh, there's a little bit. It's going to get killed, but it's traded right back. Second with one to counter. They've all taken their post plans. The one exception being Def, who's staying a little bit tighter, a little bit closer by.
RGL still has a cove. They haven't quite used it yet, and they've gotten all the ammunition out. And there's a flank.
Yeah, but Marv is already wise to it, ready for it, turning back around, seeing if he can get the kill. The flank is the only thing that remains. By process of elimination, you see Sentinels swing out. They know where the last one is.
And that's a great call from Def. Reading how MIBR is playing that situation, reading that they're not putting the cove down to push through. Anticipating the flank and taking off these disadvantaged fights. There's no time here for FRZ, so Pancada just trying to get a little bit extra there and making sure as well that he starts to barrel towards that lockdown.
How far up does Marv push? Decides to play it safe. Just wait for the right moment to strike. Pancada's already falling. Can Zek find anything? No, he cannot. Here's the timing. There's the flank. Def's able to hold the line by himself. He's already got two. The third with the Bulldog, no less. That's all he finds.
Remaining.
It all falls onto JZZ.
He didn't recognize both were there too.
It's going to be tricky to deal with too. The thing is, it's not really planned for him. That Molly's going to help things though. Putting the onus on JZZ to go aggressive if he wants to take the fight, realizes he cannot, and gets away.
And look, Marv is actually no armor in this round. 5.2k, I think he might have forgotten.
13 seconds left, no time to pivot now, you've got to commit. Got to take what's in front of you, that flash is good. Good trade though. Def feeling a bit of the pressure, had to get the spike down, had to commit to it. And the round goes in favor of MIBR. They've cleared out backside. They've cleared out everything, really. All of the space that MIBR had to give up, but it ends in a trade.
They're trying to push back haul there, so Def has the room to actually plant.
What a rising.
But it costs him second. Is that a worthy trade?
Left to be determined, as MIBR have to deal through the dissecting utility of Harbor, of Viper. No angle is free. No angle is safe. Saucy falling. Numbers in favor of MIBR. Can they get another one on the board as the spike ticks away?
That orb is actually not on. That orb is not on the molly.
It's been delayed though. They still haven't gotten it to half. It's just now restarted. Keeps far up. And that's another death. They're not gonna have enough time to do this.
Is there a half? Yes, there's a half.
Get it to half.
Enemy remaining.
A massive kill out from Marv. A massive 3K from Marv.
For the first time here, this aggression on B-Long might end up paying off because
I've got your
these
trail.
Seekers,
Nope.
what?
Just when you thought it's just gonna be oh my goodness.
Spike down B.
How does he get two?
That is the sixth sense there from JZZ. The round's over. Unless Marv can find a gap, Second's gonna continue to pressure down, but they've got to bring the spike all the way down.
I don't know that they know that Marv is there.
Standing.
It's not gonna matter though.
Spike down B. 10 seconds left. Hey.
Ei,
There's a start. There's a start.
tá em
JZZ.
crise, chama, MIBR.
During the Leviathan game, we were constantly asking for somebody to step up from MIBR because I was wondering where the issue was against
MIBR.
Leviathan. It wasn't, to me, a game plan issue. It was a player performance on the day of everybody.
Cagou.
And I don't know if that's going to be repeatable.
Tá
But you're going to have to consistently see this from JZZ, from RGL, the players who did pop off
travando.
in that game against NRG. It's looking like a commitment, but the line bot just gets placed, so they're going to try to walk in after this.
Second flash in the face of Muri's, who's still here. Now the Seeker's invested. Saucy not able to respond with some of his own, but he's getting the kills that he needs. Of course, Op is on the opposite side of the map as well. I don't know that they know Saucy's positioning. All right.
I mean, great molly.
Yep, they know.
He's going to get in the angle. Yeah, RGL.
Well done.
Good little team play there between those two.
Very well done. Sentinels have not been able to get out of here. That's certainly going to help things. The two remaining members of MIBR posted up in flowers. An op in hand for heat. Spike planted. A 2v2 now.
planted.
Def weak. Post plants assumed. Banga.
Def gets away into art.
Oh, they have the reckoning. He has to swing. Yeah, they know their positioning. That's a shorty. That was a shorty. Now RGL on the 1v2, he gets it first. That was the weak one, but Pancana trades it back.
Ombrinho.
What I wanted to mention about Sassi's flash, he flashed A main, and that's the cue for them to rotate back to B because they know they're not going to be able to recoup information right now. But MIBR, despite that, flashed and got the info. That's a mistake from MFRC. He knew the alarm bot went through.
It's a massive one. I guess he just assumed that between the alarm bot and the 2 nanos, they'd push back towards long. But he just stays. Just a little nook. Now the Reckoning invested. And it's just going to continue to scale him back. They've got the Seekers they can work with as well.
I've got your trail.
Easy stuff to peek off of here.
A lot of oomph behind this punch. They know the op up top. Looking for another angle. Death playing where Marv just was. Dude, Marv is just destroying them right now. Early round, late round, the flanks, straight up fights. It doesn't matter. Iceman's winning them all.
I said he doesn't miss a beat, but he's out there looking like Pretty Boy Jay.
I mean, come on.
One enemy remaining.
It's a clean shot out from Heat. He's going to be able to keep the op. They haven't cleared back sight, but everyone on the Sentinel side is just on the other side. Marv, the first one to get a kill. FRZ trying to scale up and get another. Cannot. 3v2 in favor of Sentinels. Yeah, they got the spike down.
Oh, they lost track of him.
Oh, that's a big one. RGL alone. Trying to preserve this round.
I don't think they have any clue of where he's at.
Oh, they know now.
Whew. Too many frenzies.
Yep.
Which might lead him to have to play retake on the safe side if MIBR can go in, but no, Marv takes the duel and he's 1 HP. Can they get a molly or something in his back of sight? No, FRZ is so far away in art.
Poison orb emitting.
A little heal and he's right back up.
Blinded.
Deep flash getting some info, and off of that, Def drops his wall.
Great high tide. Everything covered. If he was 1 HP, he'd be dead.
Yeah. Look at him going up.
Poison's off.
Hey, he's been backside for so long. As soon as his position's figured out, he scales.
That info of the flash makes me nervous if I'm Marv, but he doesn't get nervous.
30 seconds left.
Looking for spam on the other, and I thought he was going to hit that. 30 HP. He's danced with death so many times this round. I don't get how he's still alive.
He's gambling on some of these peaks. He's dicing with it. And it's going to be a save here from MIBR. Oh.
You got to get out of there.
And he does.
Oh, but he takes the second peek. There's that Reckoning that we were just talking about from RGL. No way!
Come on, man. And it's another spray down too.
2 kills without seeing a single victim. Wild. Now Sentinels can put the finishing touches on this map unless MIBR can pull off something insane. Seekers, second. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to get the second. Felix left alone. Saucy takes a bite out of him and out of MIBR.
Jogava o Saci jogando bem.
That is a way to end the map.
Defenders win.
Sassy didn't have to do him like that. Not his Brazilian compatriots. What a stop. What a statement.
The attackers are coming from the defender side. Defenders are coming from the attacker side. I don't know anymore. Saucy's the first one there. Zekin's the first to fall. The timing off of the fault line. It's beautiful. But it just rewards one. Tries to turn the flash and cannot. 4v2 now in favor of the defensive side. Yeah, they've gotten the spike down. But there's still reinforcements coming from MIBR.
Last player standing.
Almost had the spray down def now. 2 low players in spawn, but and find one. Can he get the timing on the players coming out? And will he be isolated from spawn?
This would be insane for Def to pull off.
All it off now. No chance.
Cara, parece um tirando de frente.
Aggressively take as much
Ooh,
space.
that aftershock missed
Yeah, he's
Saucy.
tucked. He's tucked. Def had as well. It's a trade, a 1-for-1. The spike is planted though. Remember, it's just one rifle left on the side of MIBR here. It's just the Bulldog from RGL.
And Heats is not recoverable unless they get through. Yes, they just got it, FRZ.
A little bit more umph behind that fight. You just mentioned him grabbing that rifle, making it work instantly. It's getting uncomfortable.
No smoke here, though, for them to smoke off tree, so they have to duel.
They have numbers. Do they just take the fight to Sentinel's doorstep? Are they ready for it? Yep, it seems like they are. Marv's gotten 2. It's a 1v1, 56 HP. The timing on the swing is perfect.
Deu pro Brambo. Você falou.
Prowler, the Nightfall, FRZ trying to dance back in the face of utility and so much thrown his way.
That's a spam off the Prowler depth.
I mean,
Tracking that beautifully.
How do you survive that?
Bom.
You just don't.
He does his ult. If he can find some value here, Halls, there may be a shot at doing this thing. Or he'll just die. A 1-for-1 though.
It's so consistently ahead of the stun.
Yeah.
Enemy remaining.
The ults in this situation, they're gonna take sight, and Pancata has the opportunity to.
Someone help.
Oh, wait!
That was a kill trip, man. FRZ should have had that kill. I don't know how that doesn't land.
And they swap the arcade control as well from that. Pancata wants to ult, wants to force RGL to use his own. But they might not even need to. Why are they staying so far back at this point? MIBR. Are they considering saving? No, RGL finally coming in.
Down and out. Oh, they might want to consider it now.
And now that ult is gone. Pancata could just pop the lockdown at any point to secure the round. I think MIBR recognized that and they're out. FRZ, let's see if we can get another kill trip idea or a 10th second. Last time didn't get it, but no, Sausage Prowler's perfect.
Drops that, now FRZ has to take a slight step back.
Cara, nem sabe o que tá acontecendo.
I mean, they've drawn a circle around the site.
Look at this coverage.
Yeah.
They're not playing correctly, though, against the Breach and Brim ult right now. They're playing so close up.
There's a little bit of a gap left, and now they're going to ult their own, and that's going to cut off any sort of entry. They have to reposition towards Canteen, and that's where they all are now. 4 stacked. Rolling Thunder and
dodges it.
Heat going forward. And Zekin's stunned, but Mark, you're right, he dodges it. He gets 4, not able to get the 5th. So close still. The round undecided. RGL in the 1v2, the swing around. He cannot land it. Pancata saves it, but what a round for Marv again. Wants a little bit more behind that fuse, but it's an early fight, and it's another win.
Worthless.
Numbers in favor of Sentinels.
Pancata's going to get so much room on this inside of A main. They know one more person dropped. They have to recover the spike.
JZZ has to get this here. If they want to shot this round, he had to get that kill.
Great shoulder, but Pancata's going to find him now.
Yeah.
Oh.
He knows he's surrounded, though. Using the ult, he's still getting the kill. Still getting hunted. JZZ with 3.
Player standing.
A 1v1 now. Def with the Rolling Thunder. Should have time to get the spike down, and that ult's going to be a massive difference maker. At least has the potential to be.
Look at FRZ. He has the opportunity to use the Cypher ult, but he cannot. He'll give up this position.
Spike ticking away. Moments brief. There's the theft, and there it is. The ult right on cue. You mentioned it, dumping everything in the kitchen sink towards his direction. First the ult, then the aftershock, now the fault line. Breaches are just bullies. Can FRZ navigate this anyway? First shoulder thrown, the snap from Def is good. Oh, that fall line was going to be a problem. They use the Nightfall. They're going to swing out right into one. Unreal from Saucy again. They take the fight gladly.
And that breach ult does nothing now. They have all the worlds of delay.
Yeah, they've got a Prowler too to deny just a little bit longer.
And they can plant for spawn now, and Marv's already taking that space. He's so aware of the game state, so aware. When his players call that he can take extra, he goes for it every time.
Still sitting on that ult. Waiting to pull the trigger. One spotted. RGL's the weakest one, 4 HP. He takes the challenge anyway. Perhaps gets a little too cheeky with it. Either way, JZZ left in this 1v2. Time not on his side. Swinging around, isolating the first. To spam on the second, not landing.
Second chance for JZZ.
Second chance for Def, and he wins it again.
Foi a máxima.
9-3 for Sentinels.
Right down, let's see these retakes. Great stun, great nade.
That nade's
He's
gonna hurt.
dead.
Yep.
What a combination.
off of that fault line.
Still a lot of work to do, though. And the key part, retaking halls.
They've got numbers. They've got numbers, and they can overwhelm what MIBR have. Saucy's on a heater, bro.
Last player standing.
It's another round for Sentinels. This very well may be
Tem
it.
meta.
Oh, they're going fast. Smart's under pressure, but he's going by himself
Yeah, there's no follow-up.
just consistently, and I was going to praise him a second there for getting involved in the
Molly.
first duel, because his teammates have been doing more of that than him, and it's the same story as Neon. I thought it was going to change on Cypher on Raze, but not today. Not quite yet. Marved. Stunned up, but they don't follow up.
Oh, that should help a little bit. There's just so much invested here. You got the flash as well. You've got the rolling thunder, the aftershock, the flash. Nades dropping, and Miri's getting the timing on Marv.
They spent all that time, though, getting up into tower.
Oh dear.
And now they're stuck in the same position as last round. The smokes are faded. They have no more for RGL. They're stuck in tower. And second is this ult. They're all grouped. Spike's now making his way on, though. One tap. This is what they're baiting.
They found it last time. Can they do it this time? Numbers down. Zekin getting a big one with the ult. 20 seconds left, and the Spike still in tower. Still has not left. They've got to find room for JZZ.
Remaining.
He was on a hero mission, a solo one.
One enemy
But
remaining.
RGL keeping it interesting. Backs up for just a moment. 10 seconds left. Def wins it out. The leader once again clutch for Sentinels.
Vídeo pequeno que vai
But
ser.
it's going to end up costing them eventually.
It may not be here, though. JZZ has a flash, and there are three. Never mind. He gets two. He's got the ult. He gets the third.
Bring them down.
Could that be it? FRZ fighting for dear life to keep it
seconds left.
interesting.
So looking at Pancada, I thought he might have ran up to go defend the spike, but they've given it up. 20 seconds. They don't even have time here, Doug. The game's almost over.
They've got
It is over. The Nightfall confirms they're not there. Wait, they're going to rotate.
10 seconds left. It's a foot race. Can they get there fast enough?
I mean, they're,
Flash.
they got all the time.
Eles viraram, não
got
dava
this.
tempo. 20 segundos.
Even with enough time to tuck. But Pancada has ult. Depth 1 can away from the Rolling Thunder.
But look at the position
Nossa,
of FRZ. They're
deixador
playing ahead of
meio
it.
difícil.
Prowler first.
Knife
Info
gets
gain.
them all.
And now time ticking. They're all going to drop down. Not being careful about it, not being coy about it. No caution. They're just going aggressive. They're going forward. You see the aftershock. You see the ult as well. It's a swing out from FRZ. It's dropped.
Last player
A 1v1.
standing.
Saucy, close, weak, 56 HP. And FRZ going aggressive, but he gets the spam through the cage! And he's gonna get the kill!
Defenders win.
A dominant performance out from Sentinels.